today we're going to bring you two movies that we're going to review. The first that we're going to review is The Forest, and the second one is The Silence. And I will let my daughter start off.
Okay, so The Forest, definitely a spooky movie. It will creep you out for sure. I know I was creeped out by it, and it takes quite a bit to creep me out. And my mom knows that firsthand. She's tried to scare me many times. But, jokingly, I might do. Don't worry. But, The Forest was a very creepy movie. If you enjoy horror movies, I would definitely suggest it. I don't remember a whole lot of language. It was pretty mild for a horror movie, and I really liked it. Now, there are some things that it touch on that might be sensitive to some people. Um, so if you are sensitive to people harming themselves, then this may not be a movie for you, because it is a little. It does touch on those kinds of things, and if that's not something you want to watch at all, then I would steer clear of this movie. But if you think you can be okay with it, it doesn't directly show anything necessarily of someone doing it, but it can be sensitive to certain people. I'll let my mom talk about it next.
The Forest. Well, it is a spooky movie. It takes place in a Japanese forest. Um, they say the name, I believe, in the movie. However, the title of the movie does not have the name of the forest. Anyways, and it is a real place that people go that um, want to. They are resolved to. How do I want to say it delicately? Um, exit. Um, and so I will say that if you have a sensitivity to that, or you have a hard time watching that, it may be a difficult movie to watch, and so maybe steer clear of it. Um, uh, it is spooky. It does definitely, if you can get past that, it definitely is one that you can watch, and it will scare the pants off you. And yeah, it has a lot of jump scares. It's reminiscent of, to me, of kind of The Ring, The Grudge, kind of that kind of um, feel to it. It has that kind of scare the pants off you kind of moments. It it has the idea is this girl woman. She goes to Japan to look for her twin, who has went missing, and it's kind of the whole movie. It's kind of a twisty turny too. It's very one of those that you kind of have to. You might have to watch again to kind of understand things a little more. It is a good movie. Aside of the fact of the what we touched about a little bit ago. Um, Aside of that, it is a good movie. And now we will talk about the second movie, The Silence, and I'll let my daughter start off.
The Silence is very reminiscent of A Quiet Place, which, if you haven't seen it, you should. Very good. Both of them. The Silence follows this family during this kind of alien attack? No.
It was like a creature.
Kind of creature. Yeah, it was a creature. That's what it was. Without giving away how the creature came to be, this creature basically attacks, and it attacks based on hearing, similar to the creatures in A Quiet Place. So it was definitely a suspenseful horror movie, and there was some language, but I think it was rather okay. I don't think there was too much that I seem to recall, but it was definitely a very good horror movie if you're into that kind of horror movie where it's more of a creature rather than a person. So if you like those kinds of movies, I would definitely suggest it. I know it's definitely a movie that I would watch again, that's for sure. Same for The Forest, I'd probably watch that one again. But yeah, I definitely suggest it if you have not seen it.
The silence, it is reminiscent of A Quiet Place, or Quiet Place is reminiscent of it. It is. It starts off. These explorers, they're going, looking in places and things for what they can find, and happen upon something and wake it up. And I'm not going to tell you what the creature is, or what it looks like, or what it comes to be, or whatever. You have to watch the movie. It is creepy. It's a horror movie. It has some bloody scenes, but it's not like a slasher movie or anything like that. It is. It's done in a way that you can understand, and then at the end of the movie, if you weren't paying attention throughout the movie, you would be confused. But the end of the movie makes sense, and it's like my daughter said, reminiscent of A Quiet Place, and that is another movie that I would recommend as well. It is that movie. You don't have to worry about language. There's no naughty scenes or sex scenes or anything that you have to worry about with younger kids. You can just get the stuffing scared out of you, and and that sometimes is enough. The silence is a lot like that, in that it is spooky, and there is some a little bit of gore, I guess, a little bit of bloodiness, but it's not overdone. It's not like you're going, okay, I've had too much, and watch 5 minutes of it and be like, already overdone. It does have a little bit of language, but it's not anything where you feel like every 5 seconds it's a dirty word. So I will say that if you have children that you don't want them to hear this, then probably sail away from it. If you have young teenagers or young kids that aren't teenagers that like spooky, scary movies, but you don't want them to watch a lot of slasher movies, this would probably be the way to go. Again, I will say that I would warn that it does have a little bit of language in it, so be wary of that. Otherwise, I would say it's a really good movie, and with that, I would say if you liked what we had to say, if you agreed with what we said about either one of these movies, let us know. If you didn't like what we had to say about either one of these movies, let us know. And hit that like button, subscribe, and hey, even give us some suggestions on movies and TV shows that you'd like us to review. With that, guys, we're going to say we'll see you later, and we'll see you next week. Bye!
Bye.